Al's been out buying some more treasure. Ooh. Look at that. Ta-da! Look at this latest purchase.
Treasure!
Treasure.
Well,
I think that's pretty cool, actually, Al.
it's a bit green and mouldy. It may possibly have been sat in a yardie type hedge thing for a while, and it was part of a package deal.
This was a
I
off deal.
I had to buy 2 vehicles.
Had to.
Well, it was sort of, you were there,
Yeah.
and there was 2 of them offered. It's a sort of a family friend. So what he did was he had a Discovery TD-V6, you know, the rubbish one that explodes all the time.
Yeah.
And someone T-boned it in the side. Mush. Dead Discovery V6. So while the insurance company was sorting the TD-V6 Series 3 Discovery base disaster out, writing it off, he needed to keep moving, so he bought that. And then he bought another Series 3 Discovery, commercial one,
Yeah.
like you do. Parked that in the corner of the yard, left it there.
Just left it.
Yeah, and then sort of got hold of me through my father-in-law and was like, so I went in and and it came with a Land Rover.
Excuse
I know, a Land Rover.
Oval-based disaster.
Well, the top oval-based disaster.
So which oval-based disaster did you go for?
It might be a freeloader 1.
Oh, no.
TD4
Oh.
on a 55 plate. That's a grey 5-door one.
Oh.
It does work.
Yeah.
The brakes don't work. This is the freeloader.
Yeah.
And the back window's broken, which is standard Freelander.
Yeah.
So basically, admittedly, I did have to purchase said Freelander, but this was offered to me for 300 quid. And the Freelander was offered to me for 250 quid. So I was viewing that basically I'd have paid £550 for that.
Yeah.
So the Freelander is free. And then, in my mind, I haven't bought a Freelander.
No, you can
No.
deny all knowledge of actually parting with money.
Yeah,
for
so
it.
this does work to a degree. So it's a ML 270. It's done 140,000 miles. I did buy it in the dark on a slightly rainy Sunday night. So I thought it was black, but I don't think it is.
No,
I think it's purple.
That's like a midnight blue, isn't it?
Oh, I just said
So
that's purple. But anyway, so the first discovery this morning, because I loaded it last night in the dark, was that it isn't black. And it looks quite good still this morning in the light.
No, that is.
So I got 2 keys, some service history, a logbook. It started on a jump start pack last night.
Yeah.
After being sat for an awfully long time. It wouldn't, another gear release thing.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't work, so we had to hit it with a biro to pop it into gear. So we may need to attend to that. And that tyre's a bit squidgy. But, so we'll offload the freeloader.
Yeah.
Without possibly, I mean, I did have a look at the price of freeloaders.
They're not as.
So why on earth would you want to pay £1,500 for a freeloader 1?
Yeah, I did say they are worth. There's a lot of love.
Well, I think what we do is we get the freeloader 2 cleaned.
Yeah.
Do nothing to it at all. Put it on FaceTube Idiot Place for a small profit above the nothing that I paid for it, obviously, because
Yeah.
so that damn man doesn't have to admit we're parting for cash for a freeloader. And then get rid of it, because if we fix it or fix the brakes, put an MOT on it, make the rear window work, sell it, then as obviously we are technically motor traders according to the people at the whatever the people that, anyway,
Yeah.
it'll break.
Yeah.
So I don't want that pain in my life. So basically, if I don't fix it, sell it as scrap, then it'll still break, but they won't be able to tell me off for it, and I won't have to keep fixing it for 6 months like I did with the last Land Rover based disaster I tried selling. I have learned. That'll be fine. So we're going to wash on that. That'll make that look loads better. Then we're going to have a diagnostic chat with it, because apparently it was in perfect working order when parked. So, and it was MOT'd when parked. I mean, it's even got the smoked rear lights. Have you seen someone's?
I did notice that.
Yes, I mean, I think.
That standard?
No, I think that's Halford's rattle can.
Oh yeah.
Because there might be a bit of
overspray.
Overspray on the side of the car there, where we smokehead the lights. That wasn't the man I bought it off.
That will literally buff out.
That'll buff out. So I mean, it's got 17-inch wheels. It's the posher one of the Mark 1 MLs. So it's got the parking sensors. I mean, the bumpers are worth more than the truck, but. I think at 140,000 miles, it's a 27612 5-cylinder.
Yeah.
It's auto-squatic. It definitely moves because I drove it on the truck in the dark last night.
And it's got the original tow bar fitted as well.
Yeah, it's got a removable tow bar. I'm assuming that the bit of plastic might be in it or not. But funnily enough, I have that bit of plastic. You know, the cover that goes.
Yeah, little clip on.
In silver, floating around upstairs.
Wow.
So I think what we do now is I'll shunt forwards a bit. Now we've shown to YouTube public my new piece of treasure, because I'm yard clearing, remember.
We are yard clearing.
We are clearing out.
We're clearing out. We're not bringing stuff in.
No. I have generated spaces and not bought some more stuff. And there's not one more arriving.
I can see what you're doing. You're like, I'm getting rid of that. And I'm bringing
No, because that doesn't need to. I think I might possibly have a home for that.
I think to work Gate ET. I like my car.
Okay, well, I think working for a Mercedes diesel specialist, that one might need to be in something more manly,
like a Capri.
Yeah, but it's not a diesel Capri, because you won't let me do that.
No, it's true.
Anyway, so no, I actually might have a proper home for that isn't you and your hairdresser mobile.
I love my tea.
I know. I'm only taking the piss. Few things that we may not have known about. It obviously does not start from cold, which might explain why it was warm when I picked it up. So I reckon injector leak off, easily cured. And it would appear that the alternator is not doing the chargings, which means the 100 quid battery that in it they told me was rubbish probably isn't, and that the alternator is oil contaminated. Get some squirties, and it's got a race chip box on it. Race chip.
Racing.
Race chip. That'll be fooling the fuel rail and the car into thinking it's got less rail pressure than it has.
So it's pumping more fuel in.
Might explain we unplug that, it'll probably start, but we'll check it, leak off, check it.
Yeah.
Are you going to do stuff all over the alternator?
I'm going to squirt everywhere.
See if it bursts into flames?
Yes.
And it might need some bonnet gas struts. Nothing's happening yet. Try gently exciting it with a hammer. Alice. Add to your list of stuff needed, alternator. Let's just check that we have power to all the... Hold on there then. 1.73. 1.73. 6. Yeah, I think we've got power to everywhere we need to have power to. We'll check the fuses, but... Right. Might as well shut it off, because it's going to run out of electricity in a minute. and then we'll get steaming on it, make it look a bit prettier, and then get an alternator, figure out why the gear electrics don't work.
I've taken the key out in case it decides it wants to
lock itself. Yeah, no, should be all right, hopefully, and then we'll get it sort of, and we'll leak off test it quickly. So not quite as good as we'd hoped, but not as bad as it could be.
No, it could be a lot worse.
Yes, I'm not sure. I don't remember the alternator light being on last night, but then I was only loading it on a lorry. Might not have looked. It's a microphone, Fudgy.
Yeah, no, just put it round the other way so mine sounds just as loud as yours.
Ah, yes, well I tried to tuck mine on the other side of me. So, yeah, I normally have it round here so that I don't deafen people. And I have turned my microphone down a bit.
Okay.
We have washed it.
Yeah.
I've managed to make it dirty by turning it around the car park, but we haven't washed it properly. So the problems we seem to be currently having, because having has a H in it.
Hedge.
Having. So, their alternator is not charging. So we get the bonnet open, we'll need the top quality bonnet prop, which is over there. Yep. We'll just check power supply down to it. So check it's got positive and an exciter wire. If they're both there, then we need an alternator. The headlights are horribly opaque and full of water.
Oh no.
So they can be sorted.
Yep.
We'll go for how quickly can we MOT. So we've got that, we've got the gear problem, the keys are sticky as out, and we just need to have a general look at it, because it's not going to be in the Horden sit here for 10 years.
Nope.
And behind, as you will see, I have found all the bits from the E220 CDI, including the escaping airbox carrier that was in a van out the back, because that's where you'd leave it.
Yep.
And I'm going to see if I can get that finally code clear so it can go.
Beautiful.
It probably won't work, because normally it doesn't, but you never know. There's always hope. So I've changed some more bits that I bought ages ago. I'm going to attack it with the laptop, because Chucky's borrowed our Mercedes C5 and not brought it back yet. So we're on the old C3, we're on dial-up. So I reckon time lapse of that, you this, and then we'll see where we get.
Okay.
Mercedes is sort of better, but not perfect. So it's a step forwards. It doesn't bog out anymore, but it keeps going in GIMP mode. Okay. So we'll work on that a bit. You are dead alternator. I must have forgot to mention that. Headlights is sorted. Put a good battery on it.
Yeah, it fires up.
Fires up, but it's going. So alternator's on its way, because we didn't have one of those. Amazing, but it's because I sold it. I've got a broken one up there, but that's no good.
No.
So what I reckon we do is we jump in a recovery truck and go and get a freeloader. And then we're going to secondary purchase, because he gave me the keys to pick it up when you like.
Yeah.
So we get the freeloader. Then I'm going to drop you to go and get Mrs. Diesel's Scirocco that needs fixing, that might have been broken a while, because she's quite grumpy about it. This is getting out of the workshop, Fudgy.
I know.
I have remembered the freeloader keys.
Excellent. Because that would have been a real pain.
Yeah, no, I bet you the electric box is rubbish, and I might need a hat change, because this one's not very good. Look at this. I've got a hair appointment. I think it's is it Thursday today?
Wednesday.
No, it's tomorrow. So the lady's coming round that makes me look smarter for a little more. Day where I look like a Ruski now.
We are going to get
We are going to get the Freelander. I'm sure we used to send Freelanders to like Eastern Bloc countries because they were one of the easiest cars to convert to left-hand drive. Didn't make them any better, mind. Right, onward.
As you can see, I am now the cameraman.
The wobbly cameraman.
Wobbly cameraman. I'm trying to hold it as steady as I possibly can.
Well, I am only doing 20 miles an hour. I mean, admittedly, the road surface...
It is a bit bouncy.
Well, you can't possibly believe that a country British road has not been maintained properly by the local council.
I bet there isn't a single pothole on this road either.
Well, we could count them. 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4.
That's right.
There's 4 there.
There's not a singular one.
No, definitely not one on its own. No, they're in pairs.
It's a very pretty area, this.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I don't know. I just live here.
Yeah.
I mean, no you could turn the camera around, I suppose, so people could actually see the countryside rather than your nose. Look at that top quality rubbish printer recovery truck park there. That's rubbish. Might want the bed off of it. But...
Right, how do I spin this thing round? Is it the white one at the top?
Yeah, it's like the little camera revert thing.
Yeah, no, there's
no guy. You're still videoing.
I'm still videoing.
You're videoing videos of up your nostrils at current.
Yeah, my nostrils aren't too big.
So hang on, tap the screen again. Tap the centre of the screen. So no, I have no idea what you've done there. Turn it up right. You've done some. God knows. Swipe upwards or downwards or something.
Right, swipey.
Because you seem to have got it on like port. No, that's not working, is it? Don't give Fudge anything Apple.
No, I'm a Samsung guy. They're pretty easy and reliable.
I like my Apple phone. I don't know how you managed to get it wrong. You're recording again now.
I am recording because you said press that button. And we're back on. Here we go.
Back on, yes. So now you can turn it round, do some lovely views of Holt Green. Crazy person in a Volvo's not moving over or slowing down, and one of them silly Volkswagen electric cars.
Ooh.
They're supposed to be really rubbish, apparently.
Oh, and here comes transit.
You know who that is, don't you?
Oh yeah, he's an old driver with a flat tyre.
Chuckles Chalkley. Flat out in his racing transit. Well, them stripes make it faster.
I was going to say is when you've got them stripes, you think you're in like a GT40, don't you?
Yes,
so you have to go
fast.
Heavy right foot.
So we have acquired a freeloader. So I suppose I ought to really have taken a look at it. It is a 54 plate. I lied because I thought it was 55 plate. So it's a HSE, Fudgy.
HSE?
It's quite poos inside. Not that I'm going to be
What
keeping.
does HSE stand for, Al?
Hopelessly stupid
experience.
Someone probably paid a load of money for this at some point in their life. What have you managed
making sure I'm on.
Your microphone.
I'd say it stands for horrendous, scary experience.
Yes. Can you grab me the keys that are on the driver's seat of the lorry? Because I suppose I ought to check the quality of our Gaylander. I was quite surprised when it started.
So was I.
Because it's got fluff and some mould growing on it here.
Oh, penicillin.
And the brakes, they definitely don't work. Right, how many millions of miles do you reckon our lovely Freelander has done?
I would imagine probably less than 100,000.
I have no idea.
It's still going.
I think that might say 170,000.
Oh.
That's pretty impressive for a Gaylander.
Yeah.
Upside, it's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Yeah, 170,256. 170,000 miles. It looks quite well for 170,000 miles.
I must admit, I do like the colour green.
Well, it's got more green on it than we were expecting it to have. I mean, if you look at this window over here, it's got a whole ecosystem growing on it. Yeah, there's one on this window too. So. And the rear window in the boot, she no worky. Can't even remember where the button is. No. Ooh. No, it just makes horrible noises.
It's got one of them racing exhausts on here, Al.
What, the self-lightening ones?
Self-lightening racing exhaust.
I don't actually think it's rotten though, is it? It does have the one thing that Freelanders ones normally don't have. Oh, look at the juiciness of that shield. That's good. Is it's got a prop shaft.
Oh.
We never have prop shafts because
They
they're always
fall
been.
off.
They're not well. They're normally the IRD ceases to function. Oh yes, I see what you mean. That's a bit poop there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not actually blowing from that. It's just the outer skin.
It's got a tow bar for those heavy loads.
Oh, you put a caravan on the
It's
back.
local. It's supplied by Westovers.
Oh, what's that?
Parking sensors. Bet they don't work. And then obviously we have the Madame's Le Chariot that needs some attention because
The Chariot.
the Chariot is on the space saver and the ABS doesn't seem to function. So we attempt kicking it into life, letting it warm up while Madame makes us a cup of tea, and then we better take this back to the yard.
Shall we?
Yeah. It has been sat here a little while. It's on me list of things to do. Oh. Shout when you're ready. Oh yeah, we're alive.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we're away. It's a bit excited, but it's fine. It's got every light on, but that's only because the battery gone flat, isn't it? 170,000 mile Freelander. That does this.
Ooh. Yeah.
Not that I'm going to. I mean, there's something's definitely falling off down there. I think that may be the exhaust. So if anyone wants a this is the TD4 HSE. This is the posh Freelander.
This is the creme de la creme.
The creme. This is like the creme de la creme of BMW engined Rover disaster mechanicaled Land Roverness from 2004, 2005, whatever. I don't know. We haven't got a logbook. Shout, because I don't want it. I mean, it may do someone a turn. I'm amazed. You know, I wound the passenger's window down when we loaded it.
Yeah.
It's managed to break itself on the way home. It's chewed the cable up.
Well,
how did it do that? I mean, that one definitely doesn't work. Nothing happens with this one, but this one over here is still functional, so I'm not going to move it up and down too many times, otherwise it'll probably break and then the thing will fall full of water. And the rear one definitely doesn't work, but amazingly, I'll demonstrate, because I mean, I am amazed. Better not start it, because I'll... You hear it?
yeah.
One of the rear parking sensors, this one, he works.
Oh, but the rest don't.
No. That one don't work. That middle one does. Oh, actually.
Oh, is it coming round?
One. One of the four. And it smells of mouse poo in there. It does smell quite moosey.
Juicy.
Well, there's a video of a day of the stupidity that we get up to. I don't think we've really achieved terribly much, have we?
No.
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 No. Well, we have sort of fit. The CDI Mercedes that I haven't got around touching for years is running and driving. It does drive all right, apart from it keeps going in limp.
Yep.
but it's not registering its normal turbo variator everything dying fault that it is, so it may possibly be fixable and we could sell it working.
Yeah.
I think the ML, once the alternator turns up and we figured out why it won't let you have a gear without poking it with a biro,
Yeah.
might be quite a good truck for someone.
I reckon so.
I can't really see us fixing this.
No.
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 No. I think we might find a victim for this, so I might put this on. I mean, I don't know whether I can even be bothered to wash it.
And we couldn't even sell it to Raymond, could we?
Don't even suggest the idea. I mean, to be honest, the fact that it's got to 170,000 is pretty immense. Yeah. I mean, the engines were quite good in them because they were made by BMW.
Oh, okay.
Ish. There's lots of Land Rover plastic bits attached to it. But anyway, I think that'll do us for the day. And I better go and get me Scirocco, which got halfway back home when the other tyre fell off. So I'm going to take the lorry back and go and get that. It wasn't your fault.
No.
It seems to, like, the paint was pickled on the wheels and it just lets air out of all 4 tyres.
No, it just went pop,
and then fell off the wheel. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll fix that.
And then I was like, oh, come back.
So we'll go and retrieve that in a minute. But anyway, people, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fudge, Al, Fudge. 6D diesels.